I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are Fun Funky Mixed Media in Virginia Beach.
Today we are going to be talking about our feelings. So we're going to be creating a small little book like this that has pages where you can talk about all your feelings and show what the facial expressions look like when you are having these feelings. And so then that way when you're feeling them, you might be able to pull out the book and talk about your feelings. We are going to be using different supplies today. We're going to be using paper. It can be construction paper, copy paper, notebook paper, whatever you have. Scissors, markers, crayons, colored pencils, something to draw with, glue, yarn or string, a hole punch, and your feelings. All the things that you feel at different times throughout the week. To do this, we're going to be creating the book, and the book is a series of steps. So I wanted to post this and show you that we're going to fold the paper into a hot dog fold. We're going to open it, then we're going to fold into a hamburger fold, fold it in half one more time, open it up to a hamburger fold. From folded edge, we're going to cut halfway. We're going to open that up, make the hot dog fold, and then we're going to push it all together so that the pages all come together. I'm going to hold this up here for just a second so you can kind of read over it and see, but we are also going to do it step by step. So there's no, stress or worry, but you can, freeze this if you need to read it. So let's start and begin. So we're going to start with our paper. You're going to turn it long ways and you're going to fold into what I call a hot dog fold, which is just folding it long ways. And it looks like a hot dog bun. Then you are going to turn it the other way and fold it, open it up, fold it again into a hamburger fold, okay? So it's a big mat. So then we are going to fold it in half from the hamburger fold. We're gonna fold it in half one more time. So it looks like this from the hamburger fold. We're gonna fold it up. No, that's right, hamburger fold. So you're good. You're doing fine. You're just ahead of us. You're good. Oh. So, so then we are going to cut on this line all the way to
on the folded line or the open line.
The folded line. Sorry, that was very good. The folded line here. This is the open part of the paper of the hamburger fold, and this is where the fold is. So you want to cut from the fold so that it will open up the right way once we get it all open. So here's the fold, here's the open side like a pocket, and you want to cut from there. Then we're going to open that up, and we're going to fold it back into a hot dog, thank you very much, hot dog fold, okay? And we are going to then push the sides together, and it is going to create, as it kisses all together, you can fold it, and it's going to all become pages of a book. So you just push it together, and you want to hold it from the sides. There you go.
I got it, Mom.
Good job. So then we are going to take a hole punch, and you don't have to do this part. This part is just, kind of additional and decorative. It will be a book all in itself. Right now you could staple it. Yeah, there's multiple ways of holding it together. But we were going to show you how to take a hole punch and punch the holes into there, and then you are going to take any type of string that you have. This is just some ribbon. We have some twine here, and you're just gonna put it through the holes on one side, and then put it through the other hole. And then this is actually a really, this whole process is really good for fine motor skills. And so your child is learning how to thread the thread through the hole. And then when you get to this point, you can just tie a knot or a bow. So depending on your child's age, if that is something, activity you need to start working on, this is a great way to do that. So I'm just gonna take and tie a little bow here. And then I have my little booklet, just like this and just like that. Okay, so she used raffia. There's anything that you have, any kind of string laying around. So then you have your book, and our cover just like this one, you are just gonna write my book of feelings so that you can have the title of your book. Parents, this is a good time. You could talk about, you know, the front covers of books and talk about authors and how they decide what's on their cover. There's lots of different subjects that you could bring up.
My book of feelings.
Okay, and then on this one, I just even did a little kind of thought bubble, and I wrote, I feel. So, you know, it's anything that you want. You don't have to put anything extra. It's just completely up to you how you approach this. So then, in our book, the different feelings that we spoke about were happy and sad and bad and scared and confused and embarrassed. So there are different facial expressions that go with each of those. And so you can kind of choose maybe the ones that you go through the most or the ones that you need to identify the most as you're coming up with which ones you would like to do. So for the happy one, you can just draw a face. Nancy is actually going to be cutting out hers and doing it in a collage type way with glue and cut construction paper. So that's another way that this could be done rather than drawing. It just kind of depends on the level of your child and where, you know, how they want to create. But for the smiley face, you can just draw, you know, eyes and a nose and a big old smile right on your paper. And you can give the eyes, little dots in the eyes, and you can make it a girl or a boy. It's completely up to you.
If you're going to be cutting out, you might want to cut out a square that's about the size that you're going to use. It just makes it a little bit easier to maneuver the paper around to get what you want to do. And for a smile, I just did a half circle, and then I'll make it again. So I got my smile like that. My smile.
Smile. So this, you know, it's a hands-on approach. It just depends on what your child's interested in, what your child likes. So here's my smiley face, and then I'm just going to put happy. And you know, that also helps the your child identify their letters, helps them learn about spelling, helps with their handwriting. So it's, you know, there's lots of different levels to all of these activities that we are working with the children on. So then you just go to the next page, and you know, my next one was sad, and you know, in this one I have, you know, both some boys and some girls, so it's all completely up to you how you create it. And so then you can also associate colors with your feelings. So, you know, I chose red, this kind of reddish color for happy, because maybe red is like my favorite color and it makes me super duper happy. But then lots of times people will associate colors like blue with feeling sad or, you know, just not being very happy. So you can also use the colors that you choose in your drawings to be a part of the feeling that you are expressing. So this one is going to be my sad face.
Did you know that a frown is a smile turned upside down? So I basically made the same, well, I probably ought to glue this on before it falls off. The same shape, but this is a smile and then upside down is frown.
So that's why lots of times we say, turn that frown upside down, because that means that you're turning your frowny face into a smiley face. So, and you know, even, let me just show you, I'm working on this and I made a boo-boo. You know, now my guy's got a super big frown. And it's okay, you know, now I'm sad about the fact that I made a boo-boo, but it's okay. It's all part of your creation, and you don't have to worry about it or feel, you know, that you have to start all the way over. you just remember that you were doing a frown
Is
and
mad
it
next?
made a boo-boo. So,
Let's do mad next.
so then we are going to go with mad. And here's mad, and one of the ways that you can show this is when you change your eyebrows, especially when you're drawing. When you want to do a mad face, you can change the shape of the lips, but you can also change the direction of the eyebrows, and that will help express that feeling in your drawing. And Nancy will show you how the lines in her mouth, it's gonna look mad. So
These the jagged ones?
I'm going to pick a different color for my mad face, and I'm actually gonna pick another type of material so you don't have to keep using the markers or whatever you've been using. And I'm gonna find kind of a dark red, and I'm gonna create my eyes.
What I'm doing for the mad mouth with the paper is I'm cutting out like zigzag lines. So you kind of like make mountains, hills and valleys for your zigzag line. Let me put it on the paper, it'll be easier for you to see. See? This is my mad face.
Mad face.
And what Laura was saying about the eyebrows, I'm gonna make my eyebrows slanted like this. Not quite sure how to do that, really.
But you're good.
Tend to be mad. That's hard
Mad.
for me.
See, and that's a time. So that's another great activity that you can do while you're creating this book. Is you can have a mirror near you, and you can look at. You know, it's fun to play in a mirror and look at yourself, and so you can look and say, "This is my mad face, and this is my happy face, and this is my confused face," so that you can kind of get an idea of what you look like when you're feeling those emotions, and then also express it in your booklet.
If you are using the glue, you might want to make sure that this page is glued, that the glue is dry, because when I closed it like this to make my mad face, and then I went to open it, it was stuck together. Now I use Mod Podge for my glue because it's very forgiving, as I say, so it can come apart very easily.
So then the next one that we chose was scared. So lots of times I know that my son gets scared during thunderstorms and when he hears the loud thunder. So scared is a common emotion and common feeling that we all feel. Sometimes we're scared when we're going into a new situation. And so you can just take a color that you choose. I'm going to use this kind of turquoisey blue, and you can draw your face. And for this one, I'm going to make my mouth look like a big O. And I'm gonna kind of make my eyebrows curved. And you can even, you know, give your person clothes, you know, it could be the word on their clothes could be the word scared or happy. And, you know, lots of times kids are wearing clothes today that have sayings on them and things like that. So here is my mouth looking like a O, like oh no. So that is my scared face. And you can see just like, so you can do it. It's really fabulous that you can do it out of cutting out papers or doing it from a booklet and drawing it. So you can choose, we could keep going, but we're gonna let you guys create your own book, and we would love to see them if this is posted on Facebook, on the CINCH page. We would love to see if you want to post your pictures so that we can see what you've come up with your different expressions, and then it can become very interactive with us as the viewer and us as the teachers. So thank you very much and we are looking forward to presenting you with some more videos in the future. Have a great day.
Bye.